All right, let me share this bad boy. Oh, sorry. All right, so I thought this would be a little fun action. Just tier listing the duos. We don't have to like order them and all that, but just saying like what we're feeling. There's some interesting choices in here, but just a few of the duos in the league, ranking them amongst what we've seen so far and what we know they're capable of in case they're having a down year or hurt or something like that. But first one is Maxi and Embiid.
I think they're B. I think they're a true A tier, but I'm gonna put them in B
Are we doing now before we go
this
through it? Are
season.
we doing like right now this season these
This
tiers
season.
or
This
like what
season.
we think they could be this
This
season?
season. Just
I'll
purely
go
based
B on
off this
that.
season. No, I think they're B. I think they're arguably a
Maxi,
C team because they haven't done enough. They haven't played enough together.
that's fair. You're just too talented to be.
But I think they're a true A team, A tier.
Yeah. All right, Trey Young and Jalen Johnson.
This is hard because I think
I'm gonna
they
go
are probably the best young
A here.
duo. I think they're the best young duo in the league right now.
I think they deserve to be A tier. I think this is a top 10 duo, maybe.
Jalen
Eh.
Johnson's jump, the
Trey
leap.
Young's had a solid year.
Jalen Johnson's leap, it's been insane. Like Trey Young's still one of the best passers in the league, but Jalen Johnson going to be becoming a
All-star player.
2010 six player is has been insane. No, he's definitely. I
I think
agree.
that's
I
A
agree.
tier.
I agree. Either A or a top of B, but they're definitely
Yeah,
A.
like they'll be bottom A probably, but I
Yeah,
think they deserve to be that A tier, top two
that's
tier.
Shaden Sharp and
Simons and
Anthony.
Sharp. I mean,
They're like a D tier, but they're just rebuilding. Like
they're cool players. They're nice, but yeah, someone's got to be down there. So they're not terrible, but I'll go D tier with them. I agree with that. All right, Tentakumpo and Lillard. Now, Giannis is a top three player, I think. Um, Lillard's had a he's streaky, but he's a guard getting old. Same with Curry and other guards. Like guards, they don't keep up as well as the big fellas. So
I think,
he's still having a really good year.
yeah, I was
Lillard's
gonna say he's still having a solid year.
he's looked a lot better than last year. So give him credit. He's played a lot better than last year. I'm gonna go A tier based on team success, and Lillard still being streaky. But if
Yeah,
you
I
want to
was.
say S, I'm like okay, I'd go high A though.
I wouldn't put S. I think there's only maybe three people on this team that should be an S.
We'll get the S, but maybe yeah, we'll see, but maybe two. Anyway, I think they're I'll put them above the Hawks, but I think they're A tier.
Yeah, I think they're like. Yeah, I think they're A. They should be A. I think Giannis does enough to be A.
By himself, he's like a B, yeah. And Lillard's having a really good year. All right, Levine and Vucevic.
I don't even know if I would put those two as the. I think the
Fully healthy is their two best players, but I
I
mean
don't know,
that
man.
team's so weird.
Yeah, because like Kobe White and I feel like
Vucevic,
I put him as C. I don't know C. I don't know because Vucevic is having a great season. Levine's having a great season.
Vucevic is sniping, but he's still a defensive liability.
It's low key a B, but
Levine,
it's
Levine's a great shooter too, but they're talented players. I'm going, I think C
yeah. I think they're top
with these
C,
guys.
bottom of B.
I think they're C. I think they're C. It's the availability, but neither one's a good defender, and the availability on Levine is just shit. So I don't know what's going on. The Bulls are such a
Oh,
weird team.
oh,
What they're up
oh,
to. Oh,
oh.
whoa.
Uh,
Some porn.
this is the one I'm. This is the one I'm like.
Mitchell Garland. Now, I
I
know Mitchell's a great player. Shout out to Garland. I called him a bum. I slandered this poor fellow last year. He still has to play in the playoffs to prove it to me, but he's been much better this year than he was last year.
well, this is the thing. Mitchell is
I
a
think,
top 10 player. Garland's like a top 30 player.
yeah,
So like the gap
Garland's
between the first and second option is kind of nasty.
Garland's still like Hall of Fame. Will go 2 for 40. Just won't stop shooting. Like,
Yeah.
please stop. But he's been much better and consistent this year. Mitchell's doesn't have to be an MVP candidate, but I think he could score 30 a game if he had to.
This one's difficult
Still
because
won't go S.
I
Still won't go S. And honestly, I think I'd take Giannis and Lillard over him.
I might take Trey Young and Jalen John. I know the Cavs are the best team right now, but I think it's also more of Again, I think it's also more the duo is Mitchell and Bam or
I think Mitchell and Mobley.
Mobley. That's who I would say. If it was Mitchell and Mobley, I think they're high A, but
Mitchell and Garland's a fun duo, but
I don't think that's the duo of the team, in my opinion.
so I'll say. So you say I'll say in front of Hawks. You want to say behind him then?
You can put them in the middle. It don't really matter.
Middle. All right.
It's around there. They're all kind of close.
And we had 2 bumps.
This is, I mean, this is S. It's a top
Tatum,
5
Brown.
player and a top 15 player. Like that's
Yeah.
This what's the best?
It's the best duo in the league, so it's got to be S. All right. Next one.
You put it in the wrong spot.
Oh yeah. Well, there's not a tier below this.
Can you
so,
put
yeah.
just put an S? Come on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
Thank you.
apologize to you. Harden Powell. Shout out both guys playing way better than I thought they would.
They're overperforming. They're overperforming expectations.
Norman Powell's a fringe all-star this year. James Harden is as well. He's still a top 5 playmaker passer. Norman Powell is shooting like a freak. It's really impressive. Honestly, I mean,
They're
I'd go high B. I think Young and Johnson have been better.
They're B.
Low A, high B. I think, but they're above Maxey and Embiid for me.
Yeah. So far this season, I don't think Maxey and Embiid have played more than 5 games together. So,
No, obviously, talent-wise, Maxey and Embiid have S tier potential, but Harden Powell is just they gotta give him some props. All right, Jokic, Murray.
this is the problem. Jokic
Now,
alone is S tier, drags him to S tier, but Murray drags them so down that I wouldn't be offended if they were in C tier, but they're not that lower. They're arguably B. They're top of B.
Want to give Murray credit. His December was pretty good. It was his best month in like 2 years statistically. He was shooting like 22 points, shooting at like 50%, 38 from 3. Like it wasn't like primary numbers, but it was like, wait, is he okay? Is he all right? He's played much better the last month or so. Jokic being is such a freak. Murray being, I still think he could be a good point guard, not an all-star, but a good player. I want to put this in A.
I'd put it bottom of A or top
Bottom
of
A?
B. Top of B or bottom of A. That's my opinion.
I'll let you choose. That.
You can do bottom of A. I don't think he's above Jalen Johnson or Garland and I think it's purely based off of Murray. If we're talking full season, I think I'd put him B. Top of B, but
Well,
I'm
give Murray
fine with
props,
this.
though.
I'm fine with this.
He had a good now. If we did this a month ago, yes, I'd go B. But honestly,
This one,
Morant,
top of A. I'm putting this top of A.
this year only, I'm gonna put this top of B
I disagree.
for me, just because Morant has been mainly injuries and availability. But Morant's still a great point guard. Triple J has been playing great. Honestly, looking like his best year
Triple
so
J
far,
has had one of the
offensively.
best offensive seasons he's ever had. He's looking like a young Kevin Garnett. His defensive and offensive impact has been so incredible this year. He's having spikes of Kevin Garnett, and I'm
Yeah.
purely happy to put
For
him in
me,
A.
it's whereas Murray brought Jokic down, I think Morant's not bringing Jackson down, but not really taking him up. I would take everything in A over Morant and Jackson this year so far,
Oh, I'm fine with that.
and I would put them top of B.
Maybe I just want to give Jaren Jackson credit because I've slandered him a lot. He has looked like
I say individually, Jaren Jackson Jr., all-star. Shout out to him,
he
carrying the team right now. Ja is just too in and out. He's playing well when he's in, hitting triple doubles, hitting some good shots. Still got the dunks on him.
his
But it's
his spikes of
He just
Garnett
plays 2
man,
games
man,
and he's
I don't
out
know.
for 5. Plays 3 games, out for 6. It's just
Oh my bad, I'm still talking about Triple J. He has been
Okay, you're fine.
his offensive defensive impact have both improved this year. He's almost looking like a defensive player of the year candidate again, but he's also looking like a great offensive player. So I want to give him credit where credit's due.
no, I agree. Top of B fair,
Yeah, you could put him in like
but Triple J.
you could put him like D or something.
Oh my God. But if Morant was healthy, they'd be easy A.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd-
even knock it on.
I would put him. I'd put him top of that if Morant was playing healthy and played. You
Yeah.
know,
They'd be in the argument. At
This
least
might-
above.
this might be the first F tier.
Butler, Bam, this is F.
This might be the first F tier.
Both are shitting themselves. Butler's about to get traded. Bam's giving up. It's F.
This is a D team. This is D before. I put this.
LaMelo
LaMelo
Ball and Brandon
is
Miller
exciting.
on the fun scale. This is an S tier combo. On the winning basketball scale, this is. I think I'll put him C. I'll put him
They're
above Vucevic and Levine.
they're so fun to watch. And Brandon Miller
They're
is such a
fun.
pure hooper. When Brandon Miller is healthy and plays, he's such a pure hooper.
I'll watch him
I love
play,
the
and I'm
game.
like, damn, he's killing it. And I look at the box score, and he shot 8 for 25, and I'm like, fuck, it looked good though.
Dude,
So,
Miller looks
they're
great. LaMelo's a shot chucking freak, but he's so good to watch. He's so fun to watch. I'm like, fair enough to him.
Shout out to the Hornets. I think it's top of C though. I put him over the Bulls.
I'd have to put him there.
Yeah. Shout out to them though. Fox Sabonis. They're kind of weird.
Fox is having
Fox is a great player, but
he's
he's coming out.
arguably having an all NBA season.
He's having a great season, but he's showing diva tendencies.
I can agree
Diva's
with
coming
that.
out of him. Kind of a bitch. Defense is still bad because he's a little guy, but yeah, you're born that way. Sabonis is worse defensively somehow.
Yep.
Complete turnstile on defense. Offensively, still a great player, but I think he's peaked.
This could be a
This is a
bottom of B, top of C.
I want to go
It's almost it
below.
feels.
I want to go right here. I want to go below Grizzlies, above Clippers. How do you feel about that?
No, I can rock with that.
You rocking that? I would take them over Harden Powell still. Shout out to Harden Powell. Actually, yeah. No,
That's
they're
fine.
better. They have like 8 more wins. They got to be above them.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Maxime be too hurt.
This next team's A. I can already.
Brunson Towns this year, I'm going S. I think it's been the second best duo. Well, maybe third best because Luka and Irving carry out, but I think it's been at least a top 3 duo here. Dan White and LeBron.
It's hard because they've had some stinkers. And
They've had some stinkers,
they
but I
look
just-
like very much like one goes off, the other just stinks it up.
But I think Brunson,
They've had a few good games where they both come off with 30, but I feel like
even
it's
when
very,
he shoots 30%, he's still playmaking well. Cat has been great. He's been a top 10 player, all NBA player. Are they S? Over LeBron and AD?
I'd put him
Go
top.
high
A.
How about top
I'd
A?
put him top of
Low
A. We
Bucks.
can revision it if it feels needed.
Okay, we'll
They're
go top.
They're top of A. As of right now,
think-
they're top of A. They're fringe S.
I think LeBron and AD is S still.
As
I
a
think
duo,
LeBron-
yeah, it's
LeBron is still arguably a top 10 player. AD, when healthy, is a top 10 player.
AD's arguably a top.
Top 5, maybe.
When healthy, he's a
times.
top 6 player. He's
Yeah.
right outside of top 5, but he
LeBron,
doesn't
he
play
took-
healthy enough.
He took his night off. He got his HGH shots. The last few weeks, he's been crazy. I think they're still S tier.
Yeah, yeah, because even LeBron's rough age
There's
of
one-
40 is still playing good defense.
There's
Like,
one more. Yeah, there's one more combo here I'd put S. But I think 3 S tier combos. I think this is one of them. So put that there. Now this is a sad one. Big as Paolo and Wagner.
They were top of A. Arguably.
They might be above Brunson Towns.
They
if
were
fully
arguably
healthy.
top of A. They were both All NBA candidate, looking like top 15 players.
But Banchero put in a nasty 5 games. Called it. Wagner took over. Looked like a top 10
This-
player for 2 months.
This is the
Tore the same thing.
this is literally the closest thing we've seen to Tatum Brown. Like it's
They're looking really good.
two really solid scoring wings who can play defense.
I don't even know how to rank them
They're such I
because it's just pure injury here.
I'd put him in
If we're ranking
B.
on
I'm putting him in B because like we've seen, well, it's the same
Sixers
thing with
too.
Embiid and Maxey. On potential, they're S, but they're
We'll
they've
put them
been
right next to
injured.
the Sixers. Yeah, we'll put 'em next to the Sixers. I think Luka Kyrie is S tier. Because I still think Luka's a top 5 player. Top 3 at times if he's locked in. And I think Kyrie has... Honestly, this is the best Kyrie's looked since the Cavs. He has played really great basketball. Shooting really well. Percentages are up too, and volume. Luka's
mean-
still got it. I think he's just kind of beat up and tired. If you want to go A, because Luka's been out a few games, I get it. I would still go low S. Below the Lakers, but I think they're the 3rd best duo.
I think purely because of injury, I'd put him A, but you can put him S. Bottom of S.
Bottom S, okay.
Bottom S.
But in terms of order, 3rd and, I think that's fair. Cam and Cam,
They're unironically a C tier.
kind of fun. I mean, yeah,
Neither of them, Cam's been out the whole season. Like
I'm putting him.
Cam's been out the whole season. They're both in Cam.
I'm putting below LaMelo and Miller. You think?
My thing is, yeah, because Thomas has only played like 5 games this season.
Cam's been hurt. Cam Johnson's a great player, but fully healthy, they might sneak in the B. But yeah, they're a C tier team. All right, Shy and J Dubs. Shy's an S tier player, but J Dubs across the board kind of down on everything this year.
This
Bit
is the
disappointing.
same tier as the Cavs because you have a top 5 player, but then you have a player that's like top 30.
Yeah, and he's been a little shaky, so I will go
I put him below Mitchell.
below Mitchell. Yeah, I would agree. Above the Hawks. And then Halliburton, Siakam.
Top of
Now,
B. I
like
want to say top
Jamal
of B.
Murray, Halliburton had a pretty damn good December. He woke up, but he's been disappointing all year. Siakam's been disappointing too. Not really talked about, but he's had a rough year. I'm going top of C with these guys. I think they're C tier right this year.
All right. I can agree with that. I can agree with it.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you cool with that?
Yeah.
Pookie?
They've been
Sorry.
stable. This is another F tier.
Zion
They haven't
Ingram.
even played a game together. That's an F.
That's F tier. Cunningham and Ivy? I mean, Ivy's having a career year. He's looked really good.
You have an
He's been fun.
arguable top 15 player, and you have an arguable top 20 player, top 25 player, top 30.
I don't want to go that far for Ivy, but I think he's like a top 40.
Okay.
Not all-star yet, but just good.
I want to put
Jamal Murray, though.
them
I would think they are.
above
Ivy's
the
out now, but so
Hornets.
far.
I'd put them above the Hornets, in between the Hornets and Pacers, but that's my opinion.
I put him above the
I
Pacers.
don't know. I was gonna say Cade's been playing. Cade's been arguably a top 15 player.
Cade has been much better than Halliburton. And Siakam, I'll take over Ivy still, but it's not. It ain't that. This year it has not been that big. Because of Cade's push, I put him over the Pacers.
You could put him top C. I agree with that.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us. Barrett Barnes. Another injury.
Now,
Scotty was out a lot of times, but they look good, man.
Barrett's having a career year. Barnes is having a down year. I'd put them.
But he's still capable. Like just a few nights ago, he had that 35-point triple double.
I'd put him above
But
the Nets.
Barnes has been hurt too.
I think they're above the Nets, behind the Hornets. I think their
I'm cool
ceiling,
with that.
no, their peak is probably top of or in somewhere in B. But
I think
because
fully
of their
healthy
season.
Barnes and Barrett locked in, they can sneak in the A even. At least
Yeah,
tie
they
B, but
they've
it's
been so injured. It's like one comes in, the other's injured, so it's hard to say. But Barrett's having a career year. Barnes is having a good year.
Jalen Green, Sengun.
They're in B, in my opinion.
Sengun is.
They're both.
I think Sengun's broken into Booker Brown Mitchell talks, or at least he's right there, right under him.
Jalen Green
I
is
think he's
just
been a top
too
20
streaky.
player.
Jalen Green's just so streaky.
Jalen Green, I
man.
don't trust him. I don't believe in him. Poor
Ah.
Jalen. I don't believe in him. I think they're B because the team's been doing really well.
Yeah, I put him
Gotta give him
bottom
some
of
credit
B, to
there.
be honest. Because
I
I
wanna
can't
put-
put him over Orlando. Even injured, I can't put him
I want to
over
put him
Orlando.
over Orlando and Philly because of injuries. Fully healthy, Orlando's arguably S, and so are the
Fair.
Sixers. But I think
Because
injuries-
again, that's my thing. If we're talking fully healthy, I think Sixers move into S tier. Or
Honestly, I'm making a
outside
new
of S tier.
I fucked it up. I might make a new tier just called "Fucked Up" and put the Sixers, Magic, and Raptors in there. All right, Wemby and CP.
Mm.
Why did I say it like that?
Arguably B. You could argue A. I don't think they're
Chris
A.
is just too old. I mean, he's averaging like 8 points a game, but the passing's still elite.
I want to throw him in B tier. Just in B tier.
Wemby's
someone
been an
in B tier.
MVP candidate. Yeah, I'm cool with B. What do you think of B?
Maybe.
Are they better than the Rockets as a whole because of Wemby?
Yes. I think
Over
right there.
Kings too?
I think right
Well,
there.
Clippers?
I think.
I'm cool with that.
I think Wemby's impact is just. Wemby's impact could arguably drag him to A, in my opinion. But
I see. I mean, yeah, he's
Chris-
looked like a top 5 player.
Chris
arguably.
Paul
He's in top five argument.
drags them down to B.
Chris Paul. He's still a good passer though.
No, he's still averaging like 9
he's a bitch.
assists.
He's a bitch. He's a
Yeah,
bitch. But
honestly.
he's a good passer.
Quality.
KD and Booker. KD's still elite, but he's beat up.
Booker's still top 15.
Booker's
C.
still great. A bit of a downgrade, but he's been beat up too.
They're
Team's
B or
been
C. Bottom
disappointing.
of B. Bottom of B.
I think they're top C because of injuries and record.
Fair. C. Top of C.
But potential wise, they could be S almost. But it's been a bad year. Injuries. Ant and Randall.
I want to put them in D. That's how disappointed I am in them.
Just to prove a point.
Just to prove a point, put them in F. No, they're
Objectively, I think they're still C. They're C.
They're probably top C. They're in that Booker KD range. In my
I would
opinion.
take them.
I'm putting them right behind the Pistons, above the Pacers. No, I'm putting them above the Pistons. No.
Yeah, no.
Pistons have been better than the Wolves this year.
I want to put them above the Pistons by an inch.
I can agree with that, but because I think Ant's better than Cade. Cade is a all-around better player than Ant-Man, but
Ant-Man's give it to Ant
Ant-Man's
right
high.
now, but Cade's had a better year.
Cade can do more than Ant, is my only thing.
Yeah.
Cade can pass at a high rate and rebound at a high rate.
That could go either way.
So
that could go either way.
I think Cade's been top 15.
Yeah. Laurie and John Collins. I don't care.
Let's throw them in like S tier.
They're D.
Let's just throw them in S tier.
Yeah, might as well.
they're F.
Let's give them D.
Okay, yeah. They're still they just like 40 piece the Miami Heat the other night with Walker Kessler 18-16, so fair enough to him.
Walker 8. Shout out Walker, Texas Ranger. F tier is like the team has to blow it up. One of these guys is getting traded.
Dare I say is that Andrew Wiggins on my screen?
That is Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins, and that is the correct duo because Draymond Green.
Put him in C.
His defense doesn't make up for his offensive gap to Wiggins.
Put him in C. Put him in C.
Very good defender.
Top of C.
I'd take Durant and Booker over him. I think they're better than Randall. Wiggins has had a good year.
I'd say put him top. I'd take him over the Suns. They're technically doing better than the Suns, and they've been doing stinkers. Now this, can we make a new tier? Can we make a new tier for this last?
We cannot because Jordan Poole has been playing well enough to drag
this might be S plus. This might be the duo of all time. This might be the duo of all time.
Or a duo. Chopped chin.
Yep. Put him right up in there. Yep. Wow.
That's it. And I think we kind of killed it. I mean, Tatum Brown. I think LeBron AD's still second. Maybe Luke and Kyrie has an argument, but Luke and Kyrie's third. Brunson 10.
This is the thing. If we're talking like in primes, we're talking like in primes.
It's different. If we're measuring like what we think they're capable of right now, still Tatum Brown, but then you got Maxey and Embiid's probably S tier in terms of talent.
Yep. Jaren Jackson, Ja Morant at their peak, if we're talking fully healthy.
Top A, low S, yeah.
Brunson and Cat are probably in S tier. If we're talking about
Hero Wagner might be S tier next year, we'll see.
Like I said,
excuse me.
Banchero and Wagner are legit like eye tests.
Like
they look like Tatum and Brown. They look like the next Tatum and Brown. Like they're gonna be Tatum and Brown in like 3 years.
Orlando's got the recipe, man. Scrappy guard. They just gotta fire all trainers. Once is a coincidence. The 95th injury Orlando get every medical person.
When you have the only 3 oblique injuries in league history and one roster, that's incredible. The only 3 people in history of basketball, well maybe not history, but I'm pretty sure the only 3 people NBA players ever get oblique tears have all been on the same Orlando Magic roster.
Yeah. Oblique.
That's insane.
Mo blows his ACL out. Jalen Suggs just got crippled.
Back spasm or something, I don't even know.
Jonathan Isaac hasn't been able to play for 5 years.
Wendell Carter went down
injuries throughout
Wendell
the night.
Carter went down with a back injury or something.
There's coincidence with injuries because you need some freak accidents. Too many. There's something wrong with Orlando. There's something wrong there.
This is almost the same thing with the Pistons having two non-contact ACL tears or Achilles tears or whatever ruptured when this has been on the same level. Oh yeah, it was Wiseman and
Isaiah Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson and Wiseman, both non-contact. Yeah. But still, this is like.
I'm willing to call that freak because they're big guys. Big guys seem more susceptible to it historically.
This is like
Cat had that really bad strain, but
this has been confusing because it's like
there's something wrong.
Every time someone has a career year on the Magic, they get injured. Something's happening. Black Magic. Something's wrong with that floor. Repave the whole center. Redo the whole center.
Something is wrong in Orlando, and they have too much talent for that to happen. They got to fix that.
No.
That is a conference final challenging team.